There are so many different components that you want to discuss on this PTSD stressor form. So I always stress, please take the time to fill it out correctly, thoroughly, and also to your best memory. And if you don't have a great memory, well, guess what? There's always different buddy statements that you can get, right? But there's always different cruise books or some type of historic experiences that you can look up to jog that memory as well. At time to time, I look at my old deployment books and so on. So just to kind of remember some of those incidences of time in service, because sometimes it's 20, 30, 10 years ago. And life goes on. And you typically you typically kind of mask that and suppress it. And we never really experience it unless it's coming out in some type of possible symptom of PTSD, right?
Absolutely. No, that's great. I mean, that's kind of why it's always important to always have your service records, right? I know we have a video on that. You definitely want to check that out in detail, but that may help you kind of jog your memory in terms of different things that happened during that time. So now I know the alpha form has been discontinued. However, with the 0781 form being expanded as far as the use, is it the same form or do they have a new prescribed version of that form that just came out with this update here?
Well, they actually have a new actual prescribed form. So it's not just a discontinuance of the 0781 alpha. It is also an update of the 21 TAC 0781. And that is actually going to be attached in the link here of this video, because we want you guys to be able to have access to that and have access to that immediately. And if you ever have any questions or anything in relation to that, please don't hesitate to reach out, because we want to make sure that you're getting all the information that you deserve. Because it's very important. We don't want to have you waiting months just to get one question answered. No, just reach out. We'll definitely be able to kind of touch bases with you. But I would always advise making sure that you're filling out every section very thoroughly, because there are different criterias you may want to go through different criteria that you actually want to complete to get a successful corroboration of your PTSD. But we'll talk about that in another video that we have upcoming for you guys as well.
Absolutely. So what I do want them to know in this video here, you talked about the details that you need to have in that form. And so what happens when they're jogging their service records and they not finding different things? They're looking to get different buddy statements and things, and they just don't have the particular details of the dates or the names of the individuals who were involved in those incidents.
Wow. Great question. Like I said, there's always historic value and information in regards to the internet. Big source, right? But one thing I would always try to reflect on, most veterans, they always have a buddy or two that they always can give a call to, send a text message to, and just to talk about those personal experiences, because a lot of times as veterans, we don't like to talk about those experiences of the military unless we're, really kind of speaking with a counterpart, who went through the experience themselves, because a lot of times we just black it out and just go about our life, and at least try to go about our life, right? To suppress. But reaching out to that counterpart or counterparts that you were in service with could really help a lot. Those again, sailors, airmen, soldiers, they want to converse with you anyway. So jogging that experience together is always going to be very helpful. So I recommend always calling that friend that you served with. They will always either, if they don't remember, I guarantee you they know a veteran that was in with guys who may know that actual information. So that's one aspect I will always tell you to refer to.
Absolutely. Always great to kind of stay in touch with that network. So also with filling out that form, I know you have